If I could give advice to someone who's stepping into the DEI space for the very first time, I would encourage them to really work very closely with their executive team as well as their talent and HR business partners to really understand not only the organization's commitment to DEI, but also their prioritization as well as resourcing around it. So that way, when you are looking for external support like Board DEI, you can truly jump in and identify what are the areas of impact, where do I need to lean into my cohort where I don't have the resources, how might I influence the group to get us from point A to point B. So really just putting together that roadmap with your internal stakeholders. When I think about the current and future state of DEI and the trends that I'm focusing on, the news sources that I'm focusing on, it's really understanding not only, I would say, the big piece of it is to think globally and then activate regionally. So globally, I'm trying to understand where are the market trends, where are the consensus or the hot spots, and then being able to develop a framework for our group and our organization to say, here's the frame that we should start to think about, but then looking on the regional level, how might you activate that? So one of the things the group just recently talked about at the conference is around how do we stay educated? And for me, it's really starting my morning off with that global perspective. So looking at our global news cycles and seeing what's happening, what are the current themes, and then targeting or drilling down more in the regional area so I can identify and reach out to my stakeholders across the organization to say, all right, are these the moments where we need to step up and step out for our associates? Do we need to be an industry trendsetter, or is there an opportunity for us to really learn in this space? And it sounds like a science that I have down packed, but it's not. It's really a song and a dance, and some days we get it right, we meaning me. Other days it's like, oh shoot, we really missed that mark on that. If I was having a conversation with someone who was considering joining the board, the best piece of advice I would say is do it, especially if you are working with a team with limited resourcing. I am a solo practitioner, and so having the board is the space of not only having individuals where I can pressure test my thought process, gain best practices, but I think more than anything we don't talk about as a practitioner or a leader in the DEI space is you need someone where you can just get your cup filled. So you might just be having a bad day and you have someone who's not close to the work, meaning what's happening in your organization, but they understand what you're doing and they can say, keep with it, the fight, you're fighting the good fight, it's okay, and go back at it tomorrow. So it's not only the skills and tools and resources to add to my practitioner toolkit, but it's also a connection to individuals who know and truly understand what it means to do the work, especially when you have a small team in this space.